Here we are on to our second most popular world religion, and that is Islam. And I am going to again read a little bit of the information that we have in the textbook for Islam, and then I will give you more information. So the founder is the Prophet Muhammad. There are 1.6 billion followers, and the basic beliefs: there is one God. The followers must follow the 5 pillars of Islam in order to achieve salvation. The Hajj is the annual pilgrimage to Mecca. One of the 5 pillars states that Muslims must take the pilgrimage at least once in their lives. So a pilgrimage is a religious journey, and that's the religious journey that they're referring to. So we're going to go over here and add in our leader. Our founder is Muhammad. And the number of followers is 2.6 billion. And this is in the world, remember. Now, people who practice Islam are called Muslims. The religion is Islam, and then we call the people Muslim. So Christianity, if you are Christian, you practice Christianity. So if you are Muslim, you practice Islam, okay? So our symbol for Islam, there's a couple things that we're going to do here. And for right now, you're just going to type in the information, and then toward the end, we'll come back again and we'll look for the symbols that we should be adding in here. We'll kind of do that together like we did with Christianity. So first of all, there's a star and crescent moon. And that is the most common symbol that represents Islam. And usually it's green. Green has a specific meaning as well to Islam, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. If you see that crescent moon and the star, typically you associate that with the religion of Islam. And then also they use calligraphy that represents the word Allah in Arabic. I have my words messed up a little bit here. It should be representing with the G at the end there. That's why there's a G over there, but it got a little bit messed up in the formatting. Okay. So, we'll come back and we'll get those symbols in a little bit. And so we'll move on to the holy site. And there's actually a few holy sites in the Islam religion. So first is Mecca, which is in Saudi Arabia. Again, this is in the Middle East, considered Asia. And this is where Muhammad was born and died. So that's why that is a holy site. Also, Medina, which is in Saudi Arabia as well. And this was Muhammad's home. And then Jerusalem, which is Israel. And that's the Temple Mount. Now, you may also remember, or you can look back up at your notes there, in Christianity, Jerusalem is also a holy site for Christianity. So you're going to see some connections between some of these religions. They still have some pretty different beliefs, but they also have some beliefs that are similar. And so we're going to look at our beliefs here next. Actually, I'm going to give you a moment to type in that information for the holy site before I move any further. Okay, so the beliefs that we're going to put here for Islam. Once again, they believe in one God. So we talked about monotheistic religions. It's actually right here and highlighted in yellow, and we put that in our notes earlier in this section as well for 3.2, religions and belief systems. Monotheistic means one God. So their God, they call Allah. And Allah was revealed through Muhammad. So Muhammad, again, is a person, a man. He was what they call a prophet. And they also have a sacred text that is called the Quran. And it's spelled different ways in different places. In our text, it uses this spelling, the Koran, but it's also seen spelled with the Quran. So either one is correct, but I put both of them there so that you know that there, again, are different interpretations of that word Quran. So they also believe that you have to follow the 5 major acts of worship, known as the 5 pillars of Islam, to achieve salvation. And we're going to actually look at what those 5 pillars are in the next thing, in the next little box there. And remember, salvation is to reach heaven. So each religion's idea of heaven is a little bit different as well. But in all cases, they believe salvation leads them to heaven, another, basically another world or another life beyond this. It's no longer earthly. And then for the worship and celebrations, we're going to talk about these 5 pillars of Islam. So these are the things that they need to do, 5 major acts of worship. And so the first is that they need to pray in mosques. And a mosque is like a church or a temple, but they call them a mosque. They need to make their pilgrimage to Mecca, which remember is their religious journey. At least once in their life, they need to go to Mecca, and that is where Muhammad was born and died. They need to fast during Ramadan. So Ramadan is another celebration that is from the Islam religion. And to fast means that they don't eat. And in some cases, they don't do a lot of drinking either. And I mean, like any kind of beverage. They might be able to drink water, but they really shouldn't be drinking other things. But it's mostly focused on not eating. And it is also different. Sometimes it could be a fast from like sun up to sundown, or it could be a fast for like 24 hours. It just depends on what particular celebration they are doing. 4 is faith. So basically that just means belief. They have to have this belief in Allah. And then charity. And of course, charity means that you give to the poor. So once again, we're going to look for these images that we need to put in for the symbols. And we will come back to this screen once more if you didn't get all of this information yet. But I am going to show you how to get those symbols so that those of you who are ready for it can go ahead and do that now. Okay, so here I am in our in an untitled document again, but you are going to be doing this in your notes document that you have open already. I'm going to click on image. I'm going to search the web, and oh, it's already up there for my search before. So what I put in here for this search was Allah. And then my different options came up. So there's a few different ones here to choose from. Most of these look okay. I am going to again go with this first one here, and I am going to insert that into the doc. And remember that you're going to have to resize it. I wish I knew why they put stuff in the document so gigantic. You would think they would make them small, and you could make them bigger if you wanted to. So that's the symbol for Allah in Arabic. And Arabic is a language, okay? And then we're going to go back and we're going to insert an image again and search on the web. And this time I am going to just type in symbol of Islam. And once again, here we've come up with the crescent moon and the star. The green, remember I said is like a significant color, but you don't necessarily have to pick the green one. Any of these are fine that have come up, the black one, the blue one, the yellow one, the green one. This blue one here, this gold one would be okay. So you want to pick one of the first ones probably would be my choice. I'm going to choose the green one. I'm going to put insert, and then I'm going to resize it so that it fits there kind of nicely in my notes. And remember, you're going to put this in the part that says symbol, because we said it's the star and crescent moon, and then the calligraphy that represents the word Allah in Arabic. So those two should go in that same box for symbol. So again, I'm going to leave this here for a moment longer in case you still needed to type in some of your information before we went to grab those symbols. Okay.